their noses rubbed in it in Game 5. They must win Game 6 to send the series back to Toronto for a Game 7. We're ready for the opening faceoff, and the puck is dropped. Line's been getting them ready for the faceoff. And the puck is dropped. It comes back to the point, and a shot went off a leg and went wide. Marner against the boards is pinned there by Ekblad, and it's cleared but not out. Kept in by Matthews, who took a shot and it was blocked. And now we get a whistle.
And Lee coming up.
A.J. Greer is down. Did he take a high stick? Doesn't shoot it. Jones off on the right wing side. Barkov with a shot that's blocked, and it is covered up by Wall. Kick that into the corner. McCabe chipping it to the line, but not out. Kept alive by Florida to the near side. Verhaeghe with a shot. Sprawling to block. That was Tanev. Holmberg trying to work back of the goal. Finds a shot from a sharp angle from Tavares and went wide. Carlo a shot that's blocked. Rebound in front of the net. Went past the stick of Tavares. He'll keep it in for Florida. Trip there was a Ekman-Larsson taking his man down, but no call.
Yeah, there is.
Well, there is a call. Hammered there by Benoit, but it'll be trapped on the far side by Tkachuk. Stolen by Benoit, and he fans on it trying to clear. Kept in by Barkov. Barkov with a deflection in front of the net. Still free. It comes back to the blue line, and mercifully, this time it comes out into neutral ice. It comes across the line. Here's a shot by Matthews, and it deflects wide of the goal. Matthews with a good hit in the corner to play it to Marner in front of the goal. Backhand try by Knives. Big save, Bobrovsky. Best scoring chance so far for Toronto. Marner with the loose puck. Back to the point to Riley. A shot. That was stopped by Bobrovsky. Brandon Carlo carries on into the slot area now for Nylander. Nylander with a shot that was deflected on goal and stopped. McCabe in the corner. Back of the net for Domi. Domi working in the far corner. Back to McCabe for a one-timer. And Bobrovsky has that. And is that McMahon sitting on him? He gets dragged off by one of the Panthers, and it'd be pretty easy to take somebody out of this scrum after the Leafs have taken the first two penalties of the game. Carries back along the board, still with it. Knies trying to bull his way to the front. Got it out in front. It comes back to the blue line. Yella drive. That was stopped. Quickly back in over the line for Tavares, and Riley was into the forecheck there, but it's pushed out at center ice. Panthers trying to get in over the line with a 2-on-1 opportunity, and they do. Into the slot, and a shot went high over top of the goal. 3:29 to go in a scoreless first period. Matthew Knies doubled over a little bit on the bench after a hit. Back into the corner, back of the net now for Lundell. Lundell back to the blue line, and a shot coming that's blocked. The rebound, where's the puck? It's in front of the net. Walls finally got it, and Holmberg trying to drag it out at center. Goes to the far side. A tip there by Oliver Ekman-Larsson, but he got bowled over. Sometimes just winning a foot is better than winning a 200-foot battle. Down into the corner, it goes into the Toronto zone again. Back to Ekblad, a shot blockered away by Wall. Lorenz has it knocked away. Played to the line and in for Lawton. Lawton winds and shoots, and it's a blockered away there by Bobrovsky. He had it blocked. Centering pass off on the left wing. Good play by Benoit. He stepped into Brad Marchand and flattened him. And it has been all Florida here in the first 9 minutes of this second period. Tavares late getting to it. Point shot coming. Good pad save. Nylander can't clear. Here are the Panthers again buzzing around that net. Nylander finally gets it and then turned and tried to make a little flip pass out and never got it elevated. Shot taken there. Comes to the side of the goal. It's cleared. Nylander desperately getting it out now to center ice. Leafs get it down and over the line, though. Nylander down low, got it in front of the net. Tavares couldn't get his stick on it. Panthers coming back. Cross the line is Reinhart. Dropping it back now. Here's a chance for Boquist. That was off the blocker wide. In the frame. Leafs scrum the draw, but don't come up with it. Matthews may have taken a high stick. He's going to the bench.
Yeah,
oh,
this
wow.
Is right off the face-off.
Right off the face-off. In on goal, scooped aside by Bobrovsky. Long lead pass gets to Tkachuk across the line. Oh, too many men on the ice. All right.
And is it Florida?
Marner to the far side. Matthews with a shot. That's blocked. There's a rebound in front of the goal. They're banging away at it. The puck is still free. Matthews hits the line with a pass in for Pacioretty. Back for Matthews. Comes to the side of the goal. A backhand. And a penalty coming here to Toronto.
Boy, it's going
to catch this high stick on Ekblad, I guess. Riley gets it up on the right side into the slot area for the Leafs, and a pass in. Nylander deflecting that, and Bobrovsky was down and out, but they couldn't get another shot away. Oh, no longer than that, right? 12.
12-3 now.
Leafs play it down into the Florida end. Back to the point. Leafs with some pressure here, though. Riley off on the wing as one of the Florida Panthers has lost his stick. Penalty coming here. And it has to be going against Florida, I think. Ekblad in the penalty box. Leafs on the power play. Marner feathers it off on the far side. Got it back, then got a shot away. There was a big, juicy rebound taken to safety by the Panthers. Marchand sends it to the net off a skate. Comes back to the point. Panthers with another shot. Blockered away. Mikola got it into the zone, but the Leafs are able to get it out. Down on the wing and a pass into the slot area and a shot by Tanev. Went wide of the goal. There was a great rush. It just was in the wrong set of hands. Shot taken from an angle, goes wide. Leafs are able to come out with it. And it is launched high to center ice. Trying to get to it was Pontus Holmberg, was hauled down. Oh, my! Here the Panthers, though, counterattacking it over the line with a shot. And that was blocked. Forsling starts back. Jean Hebert and Graham Rank, the referees. A shot scores! Holy mackerel, how did that happen? Off the rush. Matthews comes in, and now the Leafs have grabbed the lead.
A nothing play that Mitch Marner ends up with a puck on his stick right in front of the Florida bench and throws it to Matthews. Boy, this is just an inadvertent clearing attempt, and then Austin Matthews darts into the zone on the pass from Marner, and a little toe drag snap.
Panthers back at their own blue line with Schmidt. Getting it in on the left wing and in over the line with Lundell. A shot that deflected wide of the Leaf goal. And now it's brought by Benoit and carried to center ice with a couple of nifty moves. Gets it in on the right side for Tavares. Tavares shooting. Blocker save made by Bobrovsky. Bobby McMahon going in there after it with a hit. It comes free to Domi. Crashing into the net. Bobrovsky. Oh, his helmet was knocked off. He may have to go to the quiet room. What do you think?
When Max Domi went slamming into him, I don't know if there was a penalty going to be called on that play.
Cleared out at center, though, and here are the Panthers in over the line. Barkov going hard to the net, and he couldn't get there as the stick.
Oh.
You're kidding.
Now we got a penalty the other way.
And this power play is going to expire before they get to center ice. Puck out at center ice. Blocked by the Leafs, but then carried on by Florida and over the line. Bennett to the front of the net, a shot. Big save by Joey Woll. Maybe his first big save of the game. Up on the left wing and in over the line for Schmidt. That was close to being offside as the long shot went wide. Leafs corral, get it out at center. Brought to the line and in hard to the net is Pacioretty. Scores! Max Pacioretty pounds it home on a deflection on a great play to the front of the net. The Leafs lead 2-0.
Bobby McMahon with a great burst of speed to get to the puck on the left wing side. In the Leaf zone, it all starts Max Domi. Chips it out. And Bobby McMahon takes off on the left wing side. Pacioretty goes to the front of the net, and it's a saucer pass out front.
Come on, clock, move. Back down into the Florida zone it goes.
You got to think Bobrovsky's heading to the bench soon.
I would think. Lawton couldn't get to it. Matthews does, but his weak backhand didn't clear. Shot coming, stopped by Woll. Rebound side of the goal, knocked away. Cleared into the corner and back to the point. Teams have completed their timeout. Panthers shoot it into the Toronto zone. Tanev against the boards on the near side, scrums it up. Here is Barkov getting it in front of the net. A shot is blocked. The rebound comes back to the blue line. Kept alive now for Bennett. A shot blocked. Rebound goes knocking wide. It comes to the line and out at center ice. Minute 12 to go. Getting it back to the point. Jones with a shot. Blocked. Another shot. Blocked. Another shot in front of the net. Cleared into the corner. 34 seconds left. Another shot blocked. Cleared by the Leafs to the line, but not out. Into the slot. Carlo knocked it away. 12 seconds left. Leafs with the puck. Chance to clear. They'll get it out. on the mortician slab, but as Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein would say, he's alive! He's alive! He'll fight another day! We get Tkachuk into a pushing and shoving session now.
And Marchand sniffing around as well, but at least get to the dressing room, get on the plane, come home and get ready for Game 7. As Joseph Woll, you'll remember last year, Game 6 against the Boston Bruins, came a second away from his first NHL playoff shutout. But he gets it here in a huge moment where he had to be perfect in a 2-0 Toronto win. And you couldn't write a better script, could you? Leafs get the win. Matthews scores a winning goal for Mitch Marner.